67 Sandy Hook School. Caller is indicating she thinks there's someone shooting in the building. Units responding to Sandy Hook School. The front glass has been broken out of the school. They're unsure why. All units, the individual that I have on the phone is continuing to hear what he believes to be gunfire. All units responding to Sandy Hook School at this time, the shooting appears to have stopped. It is silent at this time. The school is in lockdown. I have reports that the teacher saw two shadows running past the building, past the gym, which would be rear.
Guns, whether Remingtons or Glocks. Come on, man, it ain't like I'm a slanging on the block. Tell you once and listen, son. As long as I'm alive and breathing.
The first question we asked him was about his stance on gun rights.
My stance is I think that the Second Amendment it should be, followed by everyone. I think that I'm a strong supporter of the Constitution, and I believe that everyone has the right to bear arms. Unless you
It's 3:15.
don't meet the criteria.
Do you believe that if a person owns a gun, they're more likely to become violent?
I don't believe that owning a firearm makes a person more violent at all. I believe that by disarming good citizens of America, you're actually putting them more at risk to be a victim of a crime. I think there's plenty of other factors that contribute to violence in America, but merely owning a gun is not one of them.
To find even more extensive research, we interviewed John Davenport, who has a PhD in gun rights. We also asked what his stance on gun rights was.
It's sort of, I guess you could say, kind of a nuanced stance in terms of how you define gun rights. If the way that you define gun rights is in the United States, individual Americans have the right to keep and bear arms, then I'm on that side. If on the other hand, what you're saying is that people have the right to keep and bear arms without regulatory burdens, then I'm not on that side, I'm on the other side. So the way I kind of come down on gun rights is, yes, you have a right to possess a firearm in the United States. You more than likely have a right to carry a firearm in the United States, but not without regulation.
Interesting. So it isn't guns that are the cause of violence in today, it's people who are abusing their rights. People who are pro-gun control use guns as a scapegoat for the real problem, which is people. People are the cause of violence, not guns. Violent crimes can still be carried out with other weapons such as knives, and it is not only guns that are the cause of violence. The second question we asked him was, what role does the NRA have in gun issues?
Well, for the NRA is interesting because, the National Rifle Association started off as just that, the National Rifle Association. It was just a club. They conducted shooting matches. They helped people acquire match grade firearms. It was very much just a gun club. It has become over time much more than that. It's become, first it was an advocacy group for gun rights, and now it's very much become almost the gun wing of the Republican Party, for better or for worse, and not only on guns but on other conservative issues. The NRA, I think, in terms of responsibility, if what you mean, what is their role in the gun debate in the United States, or how do they impact on it? I think the NRA impacts on the gun debate by heightening the tension. I think the NRA exaggerates I think it takes every facet of the issue to kind of the rhetorical edge. And by doing that kind of political brinksmanship, what ends up happening is you can't have a rational debate. What you end up having is you have a debate on the fringes, the hysterical fringes. And so as people who you know say that they advocate for gun rights, as they become more hysterical and as they engage in hyperbole more and more, they encourage people on the other side to do the same. So if there's one thing that I think the NRA is responsible for in the gun debate, I think it's for taking it to a place where you really can't have a debate anymore. You know, you've lost that middle ground, and now what you have are the fringes feuding with one another.
Another interesting point. The NRA still has the same beliefs that are stated in the Constitution about gun rights, but they take it to such an extreme that they are almost comparable to the Westboro Baptist Church in Christianity. The Westboro Baptist Church gives them a bad name that ultimately taints the reputation of the entire religion. The third question we asked him was, should teachers be allowed to carry firearms on school property in case of a shooting?
No. And the reason why I don't is simply because carrying a gun is easy. Holding a gun is easy. It's a little bit more difficult, but not that much more difficult to shoot a gun. To discharge a weapon in a highly stressful, confused, chaotic situation in which you're unsure of your target, in which you yourself are frightened, without extensive firearms training, you're going to end up hurting yourself, or you're going to end up hurting someone else that you don't want to hurt.
I couldn't believe it. This is such we just moved here a year and a half ago from Providence, living in an urban area. We, thought we were coming to a much safer, secure place. Never would have thought anything like this would happen here.
In cases like the Newtown shooting and other cases of shootings around the U.S., in order to prevent these types of situations from occurring again, it is necessary that security guards with firearms training be implanted in all public facilities.
And still just really in shock.
I can't believe this house is teeming with guns. Guns kill.
Oh, guns kill. Is that right? Well, let's see about that. Okay, gun, kill. Go ahead, kill someone. Don't be shy. See? Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Girl,